I keep coming back to this idea that I was prompted to think about this by a video from Silver Soul 7. He did a video about the entangled mind, which is a book by Dean Radin. And that really got me thinking about this idea of entanglement and minds. Not in the way that Dean Radin talks about it, which I still don't know an awful lot about, but he's talking about it in terms of quantum entanglement and a little bit in terms of the paranormal. That's not really where I'm interested in. I'm interested in normalcy and how minds might be considered to be normally entangled, just as part of the routine day-to-day experience, really. And I haven't got very far with it, if I'm honest, but I'm going to try to narrate where I'm going, clarify the end point I'm trying to get to, really, and maybe have some thoughts about where I've got to so far. Go on, you two. I'm trying to avoid a dog at the same time. What I'm trying to get to is this idea that the world around us, the empirical world, at least the phenomenal world, the world that I'm surrounded by now, the world of trees and dogs and paths and the sound of cars on the bypass and the feeling of cold, those kind of phenomenal experiences, actually not the last one, not the feeling of cold, but the other things I mentioned, are best seen as entanglements of mind, entanglements of different minds. Now, I haven't got very far in demonstrating that, but I guess the kind of things I'd have to get to demonstrate that point is I'd have to first of all indicate perceptions as part of mind, and to do that I think I would have to blur the distinction between internal perceptions in the form of fantasies, memories, internal images, anything like that, and external perceptions. My seeing this tree, my seeing this dog, my hearing the sound of cars on the bypass. You have to find a way of blurring that so that all of those perceptions can be seen as instantiations of mind. And then I would have to say that some of those instantiations of mind aren't just in my mind, they're also in your mind. So if you're here, there are people on this salt line walking no dogs today, they're in the same environment, they're having at least some of the same perceptual experiences. They're seeing the same trees and dogs and paths and hearing the same cars on the bypass. So if we were to make some Venn diagrams of what appeared in one person's mind and what appeared in the other person's mind, there'll be a place where the two circles overlapped, and that overlap would be the shared phenomenal world of experience, the world of trees and dogs and bypass cars. The physical world, in other words. In other words, reality, completely concrete, physical, empirically evident reality of shared experience is the entanglement of minds. A bit like the moire patterns you get when you put two diffraction gratings together. That's kind of how I'm envisaging that. As I say, I'm not quite sure how to get there yet, but that's my task, to try to build those bits.